Okay, YouTube, Newgen back with another video. We are heading into the gym today for a mic'd up arms and delts session. Been a while since I've done one of these mic'd up sessions now. I recently just bought a new mic, so I may have to dust off a few cobwebs today. If it is a little bit rusty, I do apologise. But either way, I'm glad that that mic's in my hand today because I had an absolute mare getting that yesterday. The delivery driver came to deliver the mic to me. He delivered something 30 seconds prior, which he did wind me up a little bit with, I can't lie, because he delivered a few books that I ordered also off Amazon literally 30 seconds prior to the mic, and he did what all delivery drivers seem to do nowadays, where they just open your door, drop the parcel in your house, shut your door, and then walk off without even knocking. So I can't lie, that wound me up a little bit. And then as he attempted to deliver the mic, I apparently needed some authentication code, which I didn't actually have. He was like, oh, Amazon would have emailed you this morning around 7, 8 a.m. No, checked all my emails, nothing had come through. Checked my Amazon account, there was no trace of the order whatsoever. So he had to end up calling his manager, so that way I could speak to the manager, identify what was in the parcel, so he was able to hand the parcel over to me. So I'm glad that I'm able to film this video today. Very, very thankful for that. I understand it wasn't the delivery driver's fault, wasn't his fault in the slightest, but it was an absolute nightmare going back and forth with him to try and actually get the parcel, because I'm filming reels tomorrow as well, so the whole weekend would have kind of just gone tits up if I hadn't have got my hands on that mic and he would have had to take it back and return it to Amazon. But we got the mic, so it's all good. We're gonna head in now. I'm gonna take you through the arms and delts session. See you in there. Okay. I'm hoping the mic picks me up here, otherwise this would be embarrassing. This is how I found out my last mic was broke. I literally filmed a whole one of these YouTube videos, got back to edit it and realised it hadn't picked up any of the audio, so I'm hoping that this works. I've fully set this up without videographer Ben, so fingers crossed we're all good, because this would be embarrassing if I'm talking to the camera the whole session and I don't even get to upload this footage to YouTube. So anyway, we're starting with abs. We're just going to do a machine ab crunch, 4 sets of around about 12 to 15. The reason I'm doing it at the start of my session is just because I'm simply too fucking lazy at the end of the session to do it, so we're going to do it now. Okay, so the first exercise that we are starting with is a cable crossbody tricep extension. A very, very good exercise to get the triceps relatively short. And notice as well, the pulley here from the cables works perfectly in line with the function in which the elbow and the tricep want to work in. So this is just a very, very good tricep exercise. I connect with this very, very well. Going to do 2 sets, 1 set of 10 to 14, the following set of 15 to 20. I've already done my 2 feeders, so I'm going to go straight into my first set now. So yeah, I can't lie, that first set didn't feel brilliant. Never usually do it on this dual cable cross kit, so maybe that's why. I usually do it on the other dual cable stacks, but for some reason they're all being used. It's quite packed for this time on a Friday, to be fair. Usually Friday evenings are quite busy. Friday midday is never usually this busy, so yeah, I just had to adjust the kit in which I used it on, and that has resulted in me not connecting with the exercise as well. So yeah, we're going to go in for our second set now, and then I actually think I'll stay on this for face away bicep cable curl. Okay, next exercise now. Funnily enough, I actually do prefer this dual cable cross kit for face away bicep curls, because where I can adjust these, I could get these in a slightly narrower position where it just helps me keep my palms a little bit more open through the exercise. So that way I could just create a little bit more direct tension on the biceps. So yeah, we're going to go into 2 sets of this, 1 set of 8 to 12, 1 set of 12 to 15. This really is a fucking beautiful exercise, I can't lie. Very, very good for being able to target the biceps in that length and range. You're really able to get that bicep nice and lengthened, which is obviously very important for hypertrophy, as we know. A lot of the time where I see lads go wrong with this is they're almost trying to curl up too high to the point where their elbows come out of position. You're not trying to do that. All you want to do is realistically just come up to here, to where your elbows, your upper arms stay nice and fixed by the side of your body. In terms of being able to target the bicep more in that shortened range, that's what something like a preacher curl's for. So with this, let's just focus on coming up to here, squeezing, creating hard contraction with them biceps, and you will notice you get so much more out of this exercise. Right. Third exercise now, EZ push down. I was literally just getting mocked by Toby over there for wearing the mic on my hat. And I don't want to look like one of them dickheads that wears the mic on their hat, or they put the mic on a wooden spoon or whatever the fuck it is. I'm certainly not trying to be that guy, but where this t-shirt is quite baggy around the neck, I thought that if I was to just wear it here, it would almost kind of weigh the t-shirt down and I would look like I'm wearing a v-neck, and I'd never get caught wearing a v-neck in my life. So it's staying on the hat for now. Plus the hat actually wasn't, I wasn't wearing the hat today just so I could stick the mic on. It's actually because my hair's looking scruffy as fuck. Again, the trim's a week old, man. I'm getting my hair cut straight after this, so had to do what I had to do. But anyway, onto the EZ push down now. We're going for one set of 8 to 12, one set of 12 to 15. So, SA Preacher now, and we're doing 3 sets on this. Sorry, got distracted there. So SA Preacher now, we're going for 3 sets on this. We're going to go for progressive sets, so we're doing 15, increasing the weight 12, increasing the weight 10, and I'm not going to be increasing the weight by 5 to 10 kg, literally thrown on something as small as like a 125, a 2.5, and then just progressing through the sets. So I'm going to do this obviously single arm, like I said, and I'm also going to do it standing as well. I don't like to do it seated with the single arm. I prefer just doing it standing, just because I feel like I can create a little bit more stability throughout the movement. I can really just lock that armpit into the pad there, just create a nice stable environment to target that bicep in. So let's get it, first set. So, top tip for unilateral movements, take a little bit of time in between working each side, right? You got to think, yes, although you haven't actually worked that other side directly yet, so that side isn't fatigued, you're still going to be somewhat systemically fatigued, right? So take a little bit of rest in between each set on a unilateral movement, so that way your set on the other side is going to be a hell of a lot more effective. Next exercise, we're going into some skull crushers. One set of 8 to 12, one set of 12 to 15. So again, mainly working at around 2 working sets this whole session, occasionally 3 working sets, but I'm not really a high volume trainer, to be fair, so I like to keep it at 2 to 3 sets per exercise. I think otherwise the ADHD starts to kick in, I get a little bit too bored sitting on the same exercise for too long. So yeah, we're going to go into our first working set now. go wrong with this exercise is that they try to focus too much on actually trying to keep them elbows tucked in, and I'm not sure why. Let them elbows naturally flare out, right? Let them elbows and triceps work in the function in which they want to work in. As well as that, a lot of lads claim that they won't feel this exercise, but chances are they're not actually initiating their triceps at the bottom of that movement, where they could really drive through and create hard contraction with the triceps. And if you don't like this and you want something with slightly better alignment, then you can just use a dumbbell with a neutral grip. So that way you're creating a little bit more direct tension on the tricep. I personally find I get a little bit more stability with the EZ bar, but again, each to their own. Right, last arm exercise now. We're just going to go for a straight bar cable curl. 2 sets of 12 to 15, so a slightly higher rep range. The focus here mainly is really just trying to almost drive that forearm into the bicep, squeezing that bicep hard, creating hard contraction with that bicep. Keeping that body nice and fixed as well though. We want to keep them shoulders and elbows pinned back, so that way we can take the bicep through a full range. As we drive through, we don't want to allow them elbows to come in front of us either, because that's just going to take tension off of the biceps. Top tip as well is that through that eccentric portion of the movement, to get that bicep nice and lengthened so we can target the bicep in that length and range, just try and focus on almost squeezing the tricep at the bottom of the movement, so that way you can get that bicep fully lengthened, get more range of motion out of the exercise. So yeah, let's get straight into this. We are finally on to the last exercise, machine lateral raise. Just the one delt exercise in this arm and delt session. So we're going to go for another progressive set here. 3 sets, 20, 15 and 12. With this piece of kit, top cue is as you're driving out, just really focus on just driving up until the point where them delts are fully short. Again, we're not trying to target the trap, right? So we're not wanting to come all the way up here. We're not targeting the trap. That's one mistake that I see so many lads make on this piece of kit. Just drive up to the point where you get that delt fully short, and then a nice slow release from there. As well as that, with the platform, line it up so that your shoulders are in line with the axis of rotation, right? So again, you're taking that delt through a full range. So let's get straight into it. I've got to get home for my post-workout meal prior to my haircut, so I need to be quick. And that is the video there. We wrapped up that session, came home, grabbed the post-workout meal, went off for a haircut, came back home, and we finished any outstanding work in which we had. I'm now done for the day. I'm gonna grab my last meal and then chill for the rest of the evening. If you enjoyed that, then please leave a like, comment and subscribe. I had a lot of fun creating that today, and I do want to do a hell of a lot more in-depth session breakdowns for this YouTube channel, because I find that there's a lot of value in them and there's a lot in which you can take and learn from this as well. So that is everything from me. I'll see you in the next one. If you have not gone all in yet, then this is your sign to do so. Take care. God bless.